Her name is Sophia Blackmon.
Okay. Where's home for you right now?
It's here in Charlotte,
And where were you born?
Washington, D.C.
How long have you been in the Charlotte area for?
33 years.
Describe your experience in the last 2 years and more of the COVID-19 pandemic.
It was a sad time for me just to watch or hear of all the deaths. That was very sad for me. But I'm very grateful that I can really honestly say I don't know, or I wasn't impacted by as far as death from my family. I have some friends who lost like their mom, their dads, their grandma, but I'm very grateful that, big man upstairs saw fit to let things be what it be for my family. But my heart goes out to all of those who lost loved ones.
Definitely. And what do you remember of the early days? What did you do during the lockdown?
I'm obsessed with cleaning. I love to clean, so I think I redid my whole house. We painted from outside to inside. We reconstruct everything. Yeah, that's what I mostly did.
Have your friendships or family relationships changed at all during the pandemic?
We're a lot closer. Like, we call each other more, which I'm very grateful for. My kids who I would hear from like every other day. Some ones I would hear from like every day, but now it's like we call, we get together more. Very grateful for that.
Yeah. And how your friendships or family relationships? Oh wait, never mind. I already asked you that one. Was there a time you stepped in to help someone affected by COVID-19?
My sister. She lost her home because of her job. She wasn't able still to maintain. So I took in her and my niece and nephews for a year until she can get herself situated. Yeah.
How is she doing now?
She's doing wonderful. So proud of her.
Is she still living with you?
Yeah, no, she's back in her own place, meaning she's back near Goldsboro, North Carolina, and my niece is now at Central, North Carolina Central, and my nephew is now a high schooler.
Awesome.
I'm so grateful for that.
And can you describe your experience going out in public at the height of the pandemic? What did it
My
feel
nerves
like?
was shot, honey. They were shot.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I not shot for myself, more shot for them. I have an immune system where I run a lot of people at one time with COVID. All the tests I took, I counted. I took 65 COVID tests. Not one was positive. All this time, not one. So I was more afraid for those who felt comfortable not wearing masks around me because of my immune system. I felt like I was, is it called asymmetrical or asymptomatic? Where you're the one who could be the carrier. So I was more afraid for that. So I double, triple mask the times I went out. Wasn't often.
What did it feel like wearing a mask during that time?
It sucked. If I could say that word, it sucked. Honey, I already have problems with seem like trying to catch a breath. Then you're going to make me put that mask on? Oh, Lord. But I did what I had to do.
Has the pandemic changed your normal routine?
I'm just now getting back into a routine. So, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
What was that? What is your new routine like now?
My new routine is, I'm shopping. I used to just go grocery shopping at any time. I now still monitor that. I go which is weird hours, 2 a.m. I know it's weird, but honey, I get in and out with no problems. I go to the bank at the very, very last minute. A lot of people, usually before it opens, or not before it opens, but right when it opens, thinking I'm going to beat everybody, which I kind of do. So, yeah, it's still kind of changing. Oh, God, I guess I am still affected by it. It's okay.
What are some challenges, or what are some long-lasting consequences you have experienced because of the pandemic?
Financially, it hit me hard, honey. Financially, I can't explain it. Being without work, not working, and we have a business, and because of that business, it's like an import-export business. So that really, through the grace of God, kept us afloat. Because I wasn't working, and then my husband with the heart transplant and him not working, it was a lot. Financially, it hit us hard.
Did you have any support during that time to help you?
Oh, my kids, they always come through. Still today, they still, like, if they have a little extra, they always sending me cash out for me. Oh, and just the other day I got $300 for my daughter. Yay! Which I did call my sons after and say, let you know that your sister sent me $300. So y'all would know that.
How's your husband doing now?
He's great. You know, he had foot surgery since that heart transplant, but just watching, I'm still amazed of how it's like he went into it like it was nothing. If I can tell you a quick story?
Sure.
Okay. The day during the 2 weeks when we was in this ICU room, everyone in there, we all like kind of attached to each other as far as the caregivers. And I started to learn everybody on that floor. And as I would go home and come back, certain ones died. Everyone in that unit died except for my husband and this man named Mr. Bryan. His family was there, was daughter and son. And I love the Lord. I mean, I can't explain that to some who don't understand. But this one particular day, my husband went in from day one thinking, I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to be good. You know, God has like let him know he's going to be good. And he could tell I was getting a little scared. One day I was about to hit that button to go inside. And I could hear it just like I'm talking to you now. I heard this voice say, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff shall comfort you. I promise, as I sit here today, that spirit has comforted me. Like, I can't explain it, but I had to explain it. I mean, because I feel like I just had to get it off my chest. But that's just where I'm at with that. Oh, honey, let's go on, because I'll just start crying. Go.
Oh. How is going into religion, how has your faith helped you get through COVID?
Watching my husband go through, because really he's a walking miracle. My faith, it don't waver. I mean, sometimes I'll be like, as they say, you might go to and from, but you never waver. I know who he is. God is who he is. He keeps me, like in my right mind, just through day to day. He kept me through COVID. It wasn't just me wearing these masks and no, the man upstairs kept me through COVID. Really, he kept all of us through COVID. But anyway, I'm just saying.
And Ms. Sophia, what was work like for you during the pandemic?
Used to be once we returned.
Just like during the pandemic when it hit, did you work during that time or were you just at home?
I was home. That's when I did all that cleaning, honey, which I'm very grateful for. Painting the house inside out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's mostly what I did during that COVID, during that time. And it made me get a closer relationship with the man upstairs. I constantly pray for him. Now it's part of my routine where I would just get up every morning and say, thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you for, breathing life. Now I actually take a whole hour and pray to him, during the time when I'm walking my dog in the morning. That's part of my new routine, too. So, yeah.
Yeah. So during this new routine, too, you've just started getting a little bit more physical exercise, like walking your dog? Is that something you did?
Well, I guess it is physical exercise. It ain't like I intentionally. But yeah, I make it my business every morning around 5. As long as I wake up, he see fits to wake me up. I walk my dog and talk to the Lord. So yeah, I guess I get a little physical activity in there. Yeah. Oh, make sure I tell my doctor that. Go ahead, sweetie.
Yeah. What are some good things you've learned through your experience during the pandemic?
To love family. Like, don't take things for granted. That's my main thing. It's like, I guess, like sometimes you think, oh, you might want to call somebody come to your mind. You say, oh, I'll call them. They could have passed. You never know now. You never know when your last day could be. Don't always assume. I always assumed I was going to live until I was old. That's not guaranteed because kids now die sometime before their parents. So it is what it is. I'm just saying I'm more grateful.
What was the process like transitioning over time as restrictions and recommendations have come and gone?
Happy to see that we now can associate with family and friends. I miss my job. I miss working. I miss seeing people because I'm a people person. So to be confined, it was just like my dad said I was like a bird. I always have to fly. So I felt like during COVID, it cut my wings. But anyway, now I'm regrown wings. It's so weird trying to see you. Go ahead.
How has your life changed since March 2020?
I would like to think I'm a little bit more wiser since 2020. I'm not as, I'm more laid back. I took everything seriously. Now I really feel like I'm more laid back.
When you say laid back, can you give me some examples of that?
Where little things would like everything would upset me to the point of, I was just so. My daughter would say, "Mom, it's just not that serious. Certain things. Oh, you need to finish this. You need to get this done." And I felt like she procrastinated, or I'm just like, let's get to it. Let's go, 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 go. And now I'm just more laid back. If we do these things, fine. If we don't do these things, it's okay. Yeah, that's what I mean by laid back. If you understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
How has this experience shaped you as a person?
Spiritually, I already told you that story. So it has increased my faith more. It makes me, I feel like that I'm more loving. I like I said, I'm more grateful for family and friends, loved ones. So I think I'm better with that. 'Cause I didn't think I was as loving, but I think I am now. If that makes sense.
Ms. Sophia, what's next for you? What does your future look like? Where do you want to be in the next couple of years?
I want to be a salon owner. I have bought all my equipment. I know nothing about hair other than washing it, but I want to hire people who can do those things. Because I looked at Oprah. Oprah Winfrey said she knew nothing about, she just felt it was her to be a boss. She know nothing about computers, nothing. But she hired those people who knew certain things to get her where she is today. I, on the other hand, don't know nothing about hair, but no more than washing it. And I think, oh, that's a cute style. But I know there's plenty of people who might. I have the build. I want to get the building, and I have the equipment. I just need the people to come in who can work that. But that's why I want to be. We have like I guess you call it like a trucking business. Like that's something that my husband want to do. That keeps us afloat. So like today, if I say today is my last day, I don't have to worry about financially. Long as that business is keep flowing, it can flow. But I want something on my own, and I'm thinking that would be that salon, and I will call it Leanne's. And you say, why Leanne's, Ms. Sophia? Let me tell you, because Lee is my dad's middle name, and Ann is my mom, and they was like everything to me. They're no longer here. But they are everything to me. So that's what I would name it, Leanne's.
Oh, I love that. I want to work in that studio.
Oh, come on.
Ms. Sophia, do you have any additional stories or experiences to share about your experience with COVID?
You young people have really, during the time, I didn't realize how much I love working at Queens. I couldn't understand why Miss Betty here for 60 years. That's a long time. But I see why. It's the young people that keeps her going. And it's the same for me. You make me feel like my body might say, you're old. But you young people come in like, yes, Ms. Sophia, how are you? Say, Ms. Sophia. And it just rejuvenates me. I never hear a lot of complaining. You could complain. You have a lot to complain about. But you don't. I never meet students like, oh, sometimes I'll be like, how's your day? It's okay. I have this test. But I know overall you're going to do fine. My God, you after high school, honey, that was it. Peace, I'm out, no more school. To see you get up every day without your mom and dad say, get up. It's time to go to class. You go to class, y'all motivate me. I love you guys.
Aww.
Oh,
We love you.
free coffee without Benny.
One last question is, do you have any photos, writings, artwork, or videos that you would like to be archived with this project?
Yes, but I can't give it to you today.
That's okay.
But I can. Yes, I do have something. I do have photos that I would like to share.
Sure, I would love to see them. I can get back in touch with you and I can
Okay,
get those.
that'll be just fine.
Okay, I think that's it for the interview, Ms. Sophia. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Love y'all. Mwah.